everybody, welcome to another edition of our Couples Chat, and today this Couples Chat is sponsored by On Your Feet. It's a story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan. That was our special date night, which we rarely get to do these days because of our busy schedules. And let me tell you, it was crazy just preparing just for that one night.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, I had to work. She had to get the kids to school, pick them up. Her mom came and watched them, so we can go out. And then she had to get all the meals planned and everything. It was a lot.
Yeah, all the meals, lunch, dinner. Well, you kind of take care of breakfast, yes. But so they have breakfast in the morning with him, and then I had worked the night before, so it was just like I was running on an empty tank as it was. And the following morning, I had to get up and just plan out everything for the day. Thankfully, my mom was able to come over rather than us having to drive them to her house, because it would have been it was a long night. I mean,
yeah, we didn't get home till about 11:30, I think.
Yeah, and it was a school night, no less. So we really had to be careful with how we, we wanted to keep their routine pretty much or almost the same. So we want to thank On Your Feet for sponsoring this couples chat, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a great show. One of the best we've seen.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a story of Emilio and Gloria Estefan. It starts out in the 1960s when she was a little girl. Her father was at war, Vietnam. And she runs into, later on, when she becomes like a teenager or something like that. Yeah. It's pretty much after the war. She meets Emilio, and it just talks about their rise to fame with the Miami Sound Machine. And I don't know, all these songs kept like coming back. I mean, you forget about them because it's been so long. I've always been a fan, by the way. Always been a fan. Mm-hmm. Ever since I came to this country and I was introduced to Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine, I was just like, oh my gosh, she was like the J-Lo of like the 80s and 90s, you know? So it was a lot of fun, just bringing back memories. What was your favorite part?
Well, for me, I didn't know a lot about the story. I knew, a couple of the songs that I would hear on the radio as a kid, but I didn't know who Emilio was. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know really anything other than a couple of songs that were very popular back in the day. So for me, it was great because it tells you the whole story from her childhood up until the 90s. I think it pretty much stops.
Yeah, and when she had that pretty bad accident.
Yeah. See, I didn't know about that either until she had told me about that, but I didn't know about that. So for me, it was like a brand new story. It was all new, and it was really fun.
And the thing is that I remember watching the news and hearing about her being in this tour bus crash with her and her family. And I thought that was it. I think there were false reports, which they even talked about in the play, that, they said, oh, well, she passed away. Yeah. And I remember I was like devastated. And then she had this big comeback. So it kind of talks about that entire journey that she had and how things happen to us in life that we can't control. But what we can control is our response and how we overcome those adversities, I think, was the overall takeaway.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. She definitely had to, from the way that it seemed that they were saying there was a chance she'd never walk again, and she wound up not only walking but performing at the American Music Awards, and like less than a year later, I think it was. So.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful really love story.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I remember. It was just like bringing back memories and all the. What's your favorite song, Gloria?
Anything for you.
Anything for you. Yeah. I love that song. Mm-hmm. And rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you.
Those are the two that I knew. That's really all I knew. I didn't know anything else.
Oh my gosh, there's a bunch. And the thing is, I had forgotten them, and it's like, oh my, and I'm sitting up there in the audience, word for word, I know all the words of the song, and everybody's like, oh God, here she goes. It was so much fun, and we had a good time. And even afterwards, it was like a mini party, and kind of, they started to interact with the audience, and people got up and danced, and at the end, I thought it was very, very also inspiring that the girl who played Gloria Estefan, she had made a little speech at the end, and they're raising money for AIDS and research research, I think it was.
I thought it was Latin actors program.
That too.
Latin kids actors.
I'm gonna put all the information in the description box so you know. But I thought that was great too because they were raising money for a good cause and to inspire other Latin up and comers to pursue their dreams in the acting world too. Yeah, so I think that was really good.
Great set changes also. Really great, amazing.
It was like magic, right?
Yeah, it was like the transformations were unbelievable.
Quick, seamless, effortless. I mean, you literally watch her on stage go from little Gloria, she was about maybe 10 years old, to like 17 to 19 years old, and it all happened right in front of you. It was crazy. And
talk about, sorry not to cut you off.
No, it's okay, I'm almost done.
Her issues with the record labels, how they didn't want her to crossover and sing in English, and they wanted her to stick to the strictly Spanish market, and she didn't want to do that. She had bigger dreams, and the obstacles that they faced when they tried to cross over, which was interesting because
a lot of people face that now. A lot of artists, they want to try a different genre or get to the root of who they are, and you always have somebody telling you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, and they're like, no, but I can. And I love the way she and Emilio, they stuck together and just pursued their dreams. I mean, literally selling records out of their trunk of their car or something, just giving it out to people. So that was really fun. So you should definitely, if you're in New York City, check it out. It's worth seeing. One of my favorites by far, and we've seen a lot of Broadway shows, and that one definitely top of the list.
Yeah.
Well, guys, how do you plan out your date night? We would love to know. Have you seen On Your Feet? We'd love to get your take on the experience as well.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.